You got sense of smell, you got sense of taste, you can hear, and you got sense of sight. Oh, just one more. We'll get into it right after the intro. Family, what's happening? Food for thought. We're gonna get right into it. What up, family? Quick food for thought. Listen. First off, I don't know who told everybody that life was gonna be easy. What up, family? We're gonna get right into it. That last sense that I didn't say was common sense. I mean, come on. I just thank God every day that the body kind of works on autopilot. How you don't have to tell yourself to smell something, tell yourself to see something, tell yourself to hear something, or any of those other things. So I would just assume that common sense just went hand in hand just like all the other senses. But it doesn't for everybody, does it? I mean, how many times have you been sitting around and you've been thinking to yourself, I don't even know why a person would even think that that would remotely work. Don't get me wrong, thinking outside of the box is always necessary even when you're trying to grow, but what I'm saying is common sense. Good sense using sound judgment in practical matters. I'm gonna say it one more time. It's good sense using sound judgment in practical matters, not complex ones, which means that your day-to-day life shouldn't be too complex in the first place. But even in the event that you go through basic fundamental things, always remember that you have common sense. You know if you ain't got wings, you can't fly. You know if you ain't in the position to be able to swim from here across the world that you can't jump in the water and think you're gonna make it. So you gotta use common sense. You gotta use the ability to understand that the things that's going on, are going on because of one or two reasons. If they're going in the right direction, and it's because of your effort and energy that you put into it, it's because that you use your common sense. But if you can't get off the ground on some of the basic fundamental things, it's because of your inability to tap into that common sense. You gotta be smart. You gotta use sound judgment. You gotta be able to do things that's going to just require you to make life simple as it needs to be. I think for me, as I've learned in life and as we grow as people, we have a lot less tolerance for people in situations that just don't make sense. It's a little bit different, you know what I mean? Because I don't believe that we all get things at the same time. We do have some level of patience for one another in certain situations, but then there's other things that just don't make sense. So I'm saying all that to say, listen, man, you got all these senses, you know what I mean? Hopefully you got all of these senses. But one of the ones that makes more sense than anything else that gets blown off, in my opinion, or not focused on or not utilized enough, it's common sense. If you ain't doing enough to get things done, you gotta do more. If you're not reading enough, you gotta read more. If you're not working out enough, and you want better, outcomes in terms of your body and conditioning, you gotta work out more. Don't put this one to the side, or don't put common sense to the side because things just, happen, like I said, without even thought going into it with the other ones. Listen, man, use all of it. Maximize it, all right? Use good sense. Sound judgment and practical matters. As always, man, I appreciate the time, appreciate the ear, man. As I keep telling you, go be great and use all your senses. All right, y'all. Peace.